This is a video for section 5.6. So if you'll write that up here for me. And you're going to fold it in towards the center. And we're looking at the Hinge Theorem. And on the Hinge Theorem, what it says is that if you have two sides that are equal to each other, so CA is equal to FD, and another pair of sides equal to each other, CB is congruent to FE, and a pair of angles, so this is the included angle, so this is like angle, side, angle, side, just right here. But you know that AC is bigger. Then you will know that the side AB is bigger. Because you know that angle C is bigger, then the segment AB is greater than the segment DF. So don't forget that the angle is the one that creates the opposite side. And since we know that C is greater than F, we know that the side AB is greater than DE. This is what it will look like in your practice. So we have these two segments that are equal to each other. Remember, this one is also equal by the reflexive property. So you have the side, angle, side. And I'm only going to highlight the one that is larger now. Since that's the one that's larger, that means this side right here is greater than. So I'm going to do this again, that this angle tells me that this side is bigger. So to write our inequality, we're going to write x plus 5 is greater than 18. From here, we're going to subtract 5 from both sides. X has to be greater than 13. All right, let's take a look inside on this side of the foldable. So this is how I'm going to test you. This right here, 15, is telling me that this right here on this other side is congruent. So JK is congruent to JM. We also know that JL is a reflexive property. So it's equal to each other on both sides of that triangle. I'm only going to highlight the bigger one. Since 40 is bigger than 25, then KL, the segment KL, is greater than the segment LM. Because the opposite angle creates that side, and since it's bigger, it makes the side bigger. Okay. So even if they have the triangles flipped like this, you still have two sides that are equal. So it looks like side, angle, side. But this angle is bigger than the 32. That means that AC is greater than DE. The segment AB is greater than DE. This is how you would be tested on this section. AC, oh, thank you. AC, I even highlighted it. AC is greater than DE. All right, so an application to this would be that these two sides are equal. They give you an included angle, and these are the reflexive properties, so that it's the same on both triangles. 65 is greater than 60. That means that this side is greater than 30. So we write 5x minus 8 is greater than 30. Now we solve for x. Plus 8 on both sides. 5x is greater than 38. Divide by 5. X is greater than 7.6. Okay, so we still have side, angle, side. If we go on this way, it would go side, angle, side. I know that 70 is greater than 65. So that means that x plus 4 is greater than 15. Because this side, this angle creates this side. We know that that is bigger. So x plus 4 is greater than 15. Subtract 4 from both sides. Very good. X is greater than 11. The converse. So I want to make sure that I point this out. That they give you the angle measurement. They are giving you the angle measurement. So that means you can make a conclusion about the side. This one says the reverse. We have that CA is congruent to FD. CB is congruent to FE. Now they're telling us that the angle, the side AB is bigger than the side DE. So because this side is bigger, I know that this angle has to be bigger. That means that angle, and we're supposed to write the measurement because we're making an inequality. So the measurement of the angle C is greater than the measurement of angle F. So now we're talking about angles. We're going to make the conclusion about angles. Okay, so we still have side, angle, side. And remember, that's the reflexive property that makes that equal to each other on the both sides of that triangle. We don't know this measurement, but we know this side length. Because we know that that is bigger, that means this measurement of 60 is greater. Because we know the side is bigger, we know that 60 is greater. So this time we're going to have 60 is greater than x plus 5. Subtract 5 from both sides. 55 is greater than x. We are supposed to find the lower limit of this equation, but this would be good enough for me. We are supposed to find the lower limit. That means they can't go past a certain number because then you have a negative angle. But that would be good. All right. So look at the difference between the information they give you here. They give you angle measures here to figure out a side. Here they only give you side measurements. 15 is equal to this 15. 25 is equal to this 25 down here. That means that we're looking at AB and DE. AB is bigger. That means that angle C would be bigger. The measurement of angle C is greater than the measurement of angle F. And this is how I would test you. They already give us this marking of ML is congruent to LK. We know that these are equal to each other by the reflexive property. We can also see that this side is bigger than 21.7. that means that this angle right here is the angle that's greater. Since L is made by two different triangles, we have to be very specific and say that the measurement of angle JLM is greater than the measurement of angle JLK. Okay, let's take a look at an application. We have these two sides equal. Remember, that's the reflexive property, makes those two sides equal. We know that 9.1 is greater. That means that 70 is greater than 2x minus 5. So we write 70 is greater than 2x minus 5. We're going to add 5 to both sides. 75 is greater than 2x. And then we're going to divide by 2. $37.5 is greater than x. Like I mentioned before, we are supposed to find that lower limit because these angles cannot be 0, but this will be good enough. Okay, so side, angle, side. And we have that 70, we have 70 this time. They give us the angle measurements. 70 is greater. That means this 17 is greater than the 3x plus 7. So this would not be the converse. This would actually be the Hinge theorem because we're looking at the angles, making a conclusion about the sides. So 17 is greater than 3x plus 2. Subtract 2 from both sides. 15 is greater than 3x. Divide by 3. 5 is greater than x.